So in this video we're going to go over paint correction, which we do have two services, a more expensive paint correction service and a high gloss treatment. So those are the two services we have. So first we always start by washing the car and cleaning it completely. We do have to make sure that the car is completely washed and clayed so that the paint is smooth as glass and there's no oil or any contamination. For that, we gotta make sure the water is not beating on the car, which means that there is no wax or any sealant left on the car, so that the compound will. So for the first step, we're gonna use the microfiber cutting pad with the ultra cut compound, and then when we do the entire car, we're gonna use isopropyl alcohol. And then we're gonna move on and use the orange pad with the ultra finishing polish. And then isopropyl alcohol again, we go with the third step with the HD speed. That's a polish and very fine polish and sealant as well. It has a sealant on it with a black pad. Now you're not going to use the HD speed product with a sealant if you're going to do ceramic coating after the full paint correction, because you don't want any sealant on the car if you were to apply ceramic coating. If you're going to apply ceramic coating after it, you're going to use the black pad. The third step is going to be the black pad with the ultra finishing polish again instead of the HD speed. So right now we're going to use the compound first, and we are priming the pad. So since this is a brand new pad, you see I'm going to put a lot of product in it just to make sure all the fibers of the microfiber it has product in it, so it will work, has the abrasiveness on it. So I'm gonna massage the pad. It's called seasoning the pad. You only do that for new pads. If you're using a used pad, no need to prime it. So I'm gonna put 3 dime-sized dots in there of product. And first I'm going to spread the product with the machine off over the surface. I'm not turning the machine on right now, I'm just going to spread it in about a 3x3 panel. And speed setting 5 or 6, the last speed, since we're cutting it, you want to have a high speed. And I'm going to go fast at first, as you see right now, and then to compound, you actually want to do it slowly, just like I'm doing right now. So first I spread it, and now I'm doing slowly. Since this is not a rotary buffer, it's a dual action DA buffer. You want to have the machine do the work. That's why you want to do it slowly. And you want to have the machine put about 5 pounds of pressure in there. After that's done, the compound, you want to get the white microfiber, the yellow microfiber towel, and remove the product right away. You don't want to leave the product in there. It has no sealant or wax, so no need to wave anything. If it's tough to get it off the product, you can use the spray wax to loosen it up. Now you continue to the next panel, put about 3 or 4 dots, and do the next panel. So you're going to proceed and do the entire car with the compound before you go to the step 2. And when you do about half of the hood, you want to clean the pad with the brush to lift up the fibers again, because the fibers from the microfiber pad is going to be all smooshy. So you want to get that pad. I'm going to show you shortly. You also want to make sure to avoid hitting plastic with the compound. If you do hit the plastic trimming, just wipe it off right away with the towel. And now removing the product, I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of the car. I also want to clean the microfiber pad, and that's the brush we use. We turn the machine on and rub that little brush in the microfiber pad, so that all the fibers are actually up and not squishy against the pad itself. So you see how the fibers are all up now, and you can put more product and continue. Alright, finally, this is the second step, the polish with the green pad. We get the polishing. And I'm priming the pad. That's why I'm putting a lot of product, because this is a brand new pad. So this is how I prime it. I really want to massage the product in that, all the hexagons. And after that's primed, you put about 3 dime-sized dots in there. And do the same thing you did on the entire car with the first compound step, but you do with the polisher. And you can see the before and after difference that we already reached with the left and right panel. But suppose you want to do the entire car with the first step. The same speed setting, 5 or 6. Same speed, same method. And after you polish, just like the compound, you want to wipe off the product right away. Again, if it's sunlight and the product's not coming off well, you can use some spray wax or even water to loosen it up. So now you move on to the second panel and follow up to the whole car like that. The product, and then wipe it off. You could also, after you're done with, let's say, half the hood or the entire hood of the car, you can get the same brush that we used to clean the microfiber pad and clean that foam pad and continue on the car. Alright, now this is the third step, the high gloss treatment. You apply, you can apply it a bit quicker as the other steps. You don't have to take much of your time, but it's still polishing and add a coat of sealant with this product. So it's doing two things at once. It's polishing and adding a coat of protection. So you can actually do a bigger area with this last third step. Speed setting 5 as well, so nothing much change except the speed. And after you do polish with that last step, you can leave the product, this particular product, you can leave in the paint for a while. So you can do a second section, a third, a fourth, and leave the product and wipe down later. Why? Because it does have a protection in there, so we want the sealant on the product to adhere to the paint, to bond to the paint. So you see I'm doing the second step, and I'm leaving the product there. If it's sunny though and the sun's hitting the paint, you can remove the product right away so that it doesn't bake on the paint. But in this case, the paint is cool and it's not hot, so it's okay to leave it there. So again, these are the 3 steps that we used. Obviously on the video was showing different, but always remember the combination of the products with the pads. And again, one more time, the third step is the HD Speed Polish and Seal with the black pad. Unless you're doing ceramic coating, then you don't want any sealant, then you're going to use the ultra finishing polish with the black pad on the third step if you're doing ceramic. What I like to do as a fourth step after the paint correction is completely done, I like to apply coating of sealant on it. Just hand apply sealant to have a really good protection in there. And you guys know how to apply sealant. Alright, this is it for the videos, guys, and let's move on to the next one.